Um, so we're going to be playing around with tight turtle. We've been looking at back, controlling the back, attacking from the back. Once we've got our hooks in and we've got our chest on their back and their head really tight. Yeah, so we've been playing around with that for the last few weeks. So I feel it only makes sense to go and look at some turtle stuff as well, which is ways that people would try and sometimes escape things. It's a very transitional position. A lot of times people will come out to their knees if they're underneath stuck in side control, or they'll roll onto their knees to try and get back to create space. And it gives you an opportunity to do that. And then on Saturday, we'll look at it also, but we're going to look at it within the context of wrestling. So if someone sprawls on you, then you end up in that turtle position, so you can end up attacking it. Okay? Okay, so first thing we're just going to play with is this. We're in turtle position, okay? Let's just have your elbows on the floor for now, or just elbows by your knees, okay? Okay, cool. So there's a little bit of space. There's some room to play, yeah? Ideally, when I like to turtle, like you just did there, is I try and keep my elbows almost as close to my hips as I can, so I don't allow for a lot of space, okay? But for now, we're just gonna be quite loose, play and explore the position a little bit. Okay, so you could even, if you want to, if you're finding this too easy, make it harder by being a bit tighter with your elbows. Okay, so you're going to start here, okay, with your chest on their back. Let's go chest here, and you can also explore where you want to put your weight. All right. The goal for the person on the bottom is to try and get back to a guard. That can be half guard, that can be closed guard, that can be any open guard, but as long as your hips are in front of them, with your legs in front, good. Reset, okay? Or they manage to break contact. So if I fall off and I fall flat on my back and away from them and there's distance, that counts as a win, reset, okay? My only goal is to try and obtain some upper body control, okay? Just to run through some ideas. Underhook, yeah, underhook, seatbelt grip, double underhooks, yeah. Try and obtain some upper body control on the person, and I will allow you to start grabbing the collar as well. So if you can get the collars, yeah, you can get the collars, wicked. That counts. All right. No chokes just yet or any submissions, but you're just trying to gain some upper body control. Sweet. Everyone cool?
You've got it, we just carry on.
Just yeah, no, just let go for now. Yeah, just let go. In fact, actually, let's change that. It's a good idea. Let's say once you've got the upper body control, you have to control them for 10 seconds. So count to 10 and then reset. Okay, cool. So the idea is trying to use elbows, arms, legs, or whatever to try and get that upper body control. Okay, cool. Like I say, start loose. If it's getting too easy, make it harder. Get really get tight, everything like that, okay? Cool? All right, let's go with that. 1, 2, 3. 5 minutes. Need to get thrown away. Yeah, I get my... Yeah. No. They trap the elbow. Yeah. I'm the same. That's how I escape a lot of that position, is hook the elbow and sit. Yeah, hook the elbow and sit, try and roll them over. Yeah. And then follow and step. Yeah, that's nice. I like, from that though, I'm really liking this cross wedge, so the wedge on the leg. You use that lots to stop that roll. And then what I saw, which is quite interesting, is a really nice way of just pulling the hip towards you, so that off bases and you can get the back quite nicely. So it's good. Yes. Yeah. I think it's good because if you can get this, you're not so worried about the elbow. It's hard for them to reach the elbow, and then if they try to tripod up, you can underhook quite easily. So it's good. It's good to switch between the two. It's good. Go on. That's it. Nice. Good. Nice movement, Jack. Ah. Turtle, you go. You can have a go with me in a minute. Cool. That's it, nice. You use your wedge, Paul. That's good. Can you use a wedge to get upper body control now? Oh, you've already got on the other side. That's cool. You got a little bit there. Be careful because your weight. Yes. Nice. Okay. Good. Switch out. You go and go and pull quickly, and then Paul, you can do it to me. Do that to get that upper body control. Let's go there. Hips. Nice, nice, nice. Good work. All right, so how did you find that? Yeah, I saw some good movement, people moving from side to side quite nicely. We were talking about one thing that happens, one escape that we use a lot, and it happens quite a bit, is people hooking the elbow. So if you go with an underhook on the far side, sometimes if someone's reaching through here, sometimes what can happen is you can come over and hook the elbow here. Yeah, if I hook the elbow, I can now just sit under and roll them over here, and I can start working my way out, which I think you did. Yeah. You worked your way out, rolled over and worked your way out. Okay. What I was saying before was just be wary. First thing, if you're wary of this elbow being hooked, that's one thing, right? What I quite like to do, rather than if I'm here for the elbow, my elbow's in tight and I'm using this here, yeah? If she starts reaching back, I might switch back to coming on to having a hook on the hip instead, yeah? Personally, I really like this, yeah? This here, and I'm keeping my hips back, yeah? This here, because it really stops that rotating motion here, yeah? But it doesn't stop them from tripoding. So if she tripods up, she comes right up onto her hands and feet. If I'm just holding this, I've got nothing. Yeah, this is when I'll look to start changing over, yeah? Obviously, this is fine now, because if you try and hook my elbow with your hand, you're full, yeah? So it's so it's one of those ones. It's like, I'm here, yeah? I'll come here if I want, but if she tries to hook this elbow, maybe I'll switch back, yeah? But my hips, the big important thing is where we place our weight, yeah? So I'm almost hanging myself on the hips here. Yeah, do you feel the difference there, yeah? If I'm here, yeah, if I'm forward, as soon as you start to lift your hips up, I'm going to start going. If I can hang on the hips a little bit, yeah, now if you start to lift your hips up, you've got one thing, this position is not comfortable for you now. It's not a comfortable position. I can wait here all day. I'm just literally just hanging out, quite literally just hanging out, right? And it just makes things a bit more difficult for you, yeah? So now I can now look to start coming in and making space for the hip to open out this way, yeah? So this time around, okay, we're gonna look at trying to gain our lower body control. So a hook, yeah, with our legs. So we're gonna look to try and get one hook in, yeah? I mentioned this before about how this hook, if I'm here with just my foot in and she tripods, yeah, it's very likely I'm gonna fall off, yeah? I really want to try and get that hook really deep. So as I come through, I try and place my knee on the floor. There, yeah? So now my foot being on the floor hooks under her thigh. So if you start trying to tripod up, that's hooked. I can also then lock my legs behind and I'm attaching lower body. So I'm here, yeah? So just another little thing to think about there. So I want you to try and gain lower body control now, okay? At least one hook. You get one hook, you're golden, all right? You can also gain that hook by opening them up. So if you open them up and get a hook, that still counts, okay? All right? Think about angles, yeah? I've talked about this before, about how people are strong forward and back, side to side. But at a diagonal, at an angle, very easy to roll someone, yeah? So think about those diagonals. Cool? Good? Okay, grab a new partner, play around with that, go 5 minutes. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 5 minutes, guys. You wanna go with these guys or? I don't care. Pick a 3. Nice. Nice. Yes. Knee? Okay, that's fine. You alright? You want to rest? Okay. Is that okay now? Is that... Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, okay. You do it. You might have just been the angle. Might have been the angle that the leg was in. It's fine. We won't do it. Yeah. There's a little twist. But where the twist was, here, that's probably what did it. But it was only a little.
No, but it felt like it went down. You don't know?
Yeah, it would have moved. It might have moved a little bit.
Yeah, that's what would.
So we won't do that again.
That's what would mean.
Yeah, it will. You know that they're loose. Yeah. So at least it wasn't. It wasn't really bad.
Either one's the right one's okay.
Yeah.
More the left one.
Yeah.
Do you want to try and get your hooks in with me?
Yeah. You got a little rolling take there as well. Rolling back take there. Yeah. Well, you can, well, nice one is where you hook through, so you've got that hook, and then you can hook the hip on the far side as well. So you've got like, if you're here, so you've got this hook in that you just, is that right? And then you can hook through here.
Oh yeah.
There in this position, and then roll, and then you've got a really tight, almost like banana splits.
Yeah.
But it's tight. Never. Yeah. 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 Man, everything new is rehashed from old, which has then got a new spin on it. Yeah, that's it. You look at some of the old Sambo stuff and the old catch stuff. It just gets used, rebranded, and chucked forward. Yeah. Oh really? And that was Esma. Yeah. You're gonna, it's there. It's one. A lot of people will just go to. It's great. Z-mount. Is he German? So you're going to try and get those hooks in. Nice, good. You can use thighs, you can use your wedges. One hook, good. Two hooks. Fantastic. You guys good? Yeah? Time. Instead of ice, I'll just bring a bag of peas. Elevate and put your bag of peas on it. Give peas a chance. You got it. Yeah, love it. It was very good. Everyone cool? How did you find that? Good? Difficult to get the. I mean, I've set a task with one goal. So everyone's going to be focusing on trying to stop that one goal. So it's not going to be very easy. So let's make it a little bit more open. So this time you can get, I want you to get upper body and lower body control. Okay, so upper body and lower body control. But I want you to focus on controlling diagonals. Yeah? So if you're low one side, high the other, or switch. Yeah, and I want to see how that feels when you're controlling or when you're being controlled or when you're underneath. How does that feel with your movement? Can you move? Can you move more or less? Play around with it. Okay. So you've got to try and get some sort of upper body control, some sort of lower body control. Okay. I don't know if people managed to look at this at all, but remembering that this still counts. If you've got your elbows in tight, and I really am struggling to get that underhook, remember I can always come and hold the trap. This still counts as upper body control, right? I'm still controlling something on the upper body. I can, if you got the elbows to the hips, so you put your elbows right up to your hips on top of your legs, I can look to control an elbow. So even this is good, yeah? But if I've got something high on one side, I want something controlled low on the other, yeah? Or vice versa. If I'm high here, I want to control something on the other side, okay? So think about that, all right, and play around with it. Everyone cool? Again, that person on top, I want you just to try and get that and maintain that top position as best you can. The other person is, again, trying to get that guard, yeah? Trying to disengage from the position. All right, play, 1, 2, 3.
It's all like, my nose is not happy. As it does. I'll tell a few more lies.
Oh, I did a bit for you there. Full afternoon. I know. Starting to swivel.
Yeah.
Swivel out. Right. Yeah.
Oh, back guard. That old chestnut. How was that? Did you manage to experience a little bit with that diagonal control? Yeah. Did it feel you had more or less control, or felt okay? Yeah, more control. Yeah. So at least you can then, you kind of feel a bit more solid on top, right? The idea is when you're on top is to stay on top. If the person reverses the position, you've really lost a lot. Yeah, because you're in a really decent position where you can really attack, and you're on a good attacking position. If you get reversed, right, and you're on your back and the other person ends up on top, you had the world in your hands and you just let it slip, right? So even if the guy rolls and turns and you're able to still manage that top position, okay, you may have ended up in a guard or a half guard, but at least you're still on top, all right? Ideally, you want to be moving, yeah? If a person starts to change, change into turn and roll, there's nothing stopping you from moving and changing sides, yeah? Moving around, changing sides. One thing I was doing with Paul, which some of you may have been doing, which I don't know, Paul, I didn't see it too much, but maybe some of you have, was trying to get high on the hips. So not high, but on the hips still. So I was coming around here a lot of the time as well and sitting on the hips, yeah? And using my knees to pinch in this position. So I can then look to start attack and move, or even start pulling the hips off to one side to start getting a hook in or whatever, what have you, yeah? So that was another thing I was playing with. I don't know if anyone else did or didn't do that. Again, using things to try and get that underhook. If you get that underhook and hanging back on it, that is really powerful. That feels really strong when someone's hooked onto that underhook. So that's good. Okay, let's do one last round. 5 minutes again. This time you can add the submission in. So you can finish with a choke, all right? So you can finish a choke, but you get bonus points. You get a gold medal paid later if you manage to take the back and choke. So if you get to the back and then choke, you get a gold medal. If you get any other choke, you get a silver medal. All right? Any other submission is a bronze. All right? Okay. Cool? Good? All right. Grab a new partner, play around with that. 1, 2, 3. Oh, nearly. You good? You with these guys? Yeah? Hmm. Yeah. Underneath, yeah. You can give that to close guard. Hmm? Hmm? Yeah, good get rolling back. It was a little shin kick. There it is. There it is. Gold medal.
When do I get that later?
Yeah, I owe you. Yes, good try. DJ. Nice. If he rolls, you remember to try and turn as well though, Joe, so don't stay here. You can switch sides and switch sides. Remember to, yes. And remembering trying to like get, yes. Can you get an angle? One hook, two hooks, yeah, lovely. That's it. Can you roll him over this way, Daniel? Try and roll him towards me. Oh, I lost it. Reset. It's good, reset, reset. That's good, no, that's fine, that's fine. What was I going to say? Nearly had it, we knew Homer Simpson. Homer Simpson up, bring him up, sit him back down. Okay. Watch out behind you. Watch out behind you. That's it. Yes. It's good. Like it, like it, like it, like it, like it. I like that little angle that you had there to try and roll him over. That would have been cool. Oh, that's unlucky. Okay. Stop. Good. Daniel, do that again. You go on top again, Dan. you go on top again. But I want you to try and focus on keeping your hips over his hips. This way. Try and pin his hips down the best you can the whole time. Go. Good. Keep low as you can. Get those hips as low as you can. 25 seconds to keep them as best you can. Keep his hips low. Push back, get them lower. Sprawl your weight out low. Yeah, there you go, there you go. Bit better, that's all right. You okay? There's a point there where you made his hips just lower.
Yeah.
And it was good, so that's what you did. So when you lowered your hips, you lowered your weight, his hips went down, and that was good. Yeah. Everyone good? So did you guys get to feel whereabouts to place your hips, place your weight, about using upper body and lower body control? Managed to experience little bits and pieces. Did you guys feel like you had a little bit better control? Yeah. Just want to run through some, I'll go with Joe. Just some ideas with you for finishing, okay? So if you face this way, so head facing that way, a couple of things you've got, okay, which we spoke about before is, once again, if I've got this underhook, I'm good here, okay? But what's quite nice is if I can come around and pass the gi, if I've got the gi in this position here, yeah? So if I can get this grip, here there's a lot of things I can do, yeah? One classic thing is just that clock choke, but you can do this in various different ways. Personally, if I can, I'll grab the other collar as well. And the reason for that is that if I've got this grip, I know no matter where I go, I'll probably get a choke out of it, okay? As long as I can keep my chest on the back and I can follow, I'm normally okay, yeah? So with the clock choke, I'm just trying to sit through. So I'm trying to come through, walk my way around and sit on the head and pull, yeah? That's a real jiu-jitsu choke. You can do this by holding the wrist, yeah, here. But again, just to be wary because of the elbow exposure you have. But what you can do is start to try and twist this elbow in, yeah, to twist this wrist in, and then start coming forward to finish the choke. You okay?
Yeah.
Okay, so you've got a couple of options with that clock choke there, yeah? Okay. If I've got this grip here, I don't really mind where I go because I can look for the choke. Look, I can start to roll her this way over towards the head, and I feel I can finish the choke from here. Yeah? So if I've got those grips, it's a very powerful grip to have. Yeah? If I see space, so if I'm here and I manage to get this grip again, and I can get the foot here, across. What I can do is I can hold the trouser leg and carry the roll over and end up into this position. Bow and arrow choke. There. Yeah?
Again, how'd that go over my head earlier? I just couldn't.
Yeah. So I can get this grip. The big thing, the hardest thing is to try and create space here. Yeah, that's the hardest thing. Yeah. So, I mean, things you can look and try and do is to try and off base and make them try and base their hand out. Yeah. So if that hand comes out, you've got that little bit of space. Okay. I'll come up and step. Then I roll and catch the leg. Yeah. And then I'll finish it by bringing my foot over the shoulder, locking my feet together and extending as I pull. Yeah. I extend my legs away as I pull. Okay. So that's just another option. And then the other thing we can look at doing is just that rolling back take from there, where I want to try and get a hook on the same side. Yeah, this can be done, you know, far side and near side. Yeah, so that if I can get a hook in, yeah, to come in here, and I've got deep with this hook, so the foot is through. Yeah, like we were saying, that tripod, if she does try and come up on tripod, I can keep this controlled, but also if I can bring my foot back on itself here, yeah. So if we just twist, if I go back around this way, so if you twist around, just head facing the window. So you've ended up with the hook here, and then this hook coming around over the top. You see that? And now I can come back and hold the hip. Yeah. All I have to do now is make her sit that way. Yeah. So if I drive off this leg, I can even pull and drive to push over and take the back. Yeah. So with that, I'm narrowing the base, pulling the foot in and driving over. Yeah. So if I've got this hook in, yeah, I'm hooking the hip on the other side. So I'm twisting. I grab the foot, pull in. I've made the base weak on one side, so I can then start to push and roll downwards. Now you can see the back exposure. I let go, look, turn in, and now I've got my hook here. Cool, guys? All right, so just some ideas you can play with as well. We're going to look at some other little bits on Saturday, but we'll talk about that Saturday. Everyone cool? Good? Okay, we're going to do 3-minute rounds. You can keep changing every 10 seconds. We'll just do that for quite like that. At least we get a few more rounds in, different people. Yeah? Everyone cool? We change. We have 10-second changeover. 3 minutes, 10-second changeover. Can you imagine?
Just 10 seconds, 10 seconds.
You're like, I'll change. Everyone good? Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3. 10 seconds.